Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all doing pretty well today. This article comes from Humans Are Free. Well, we should be free. The future weapon of mass enslavement is water. Okay. Many people are aware that the globalists are attacking humanity in every aspect on multiple fronts. However, what many do not realize is the globalists' attack upon humanity is present in every fabric of our lives. It is stories like these that make this fact so abundantly clear. Venezuela, the canary in the mine. In a scene reminiscent of the 2008 bailouts, in which Hank Paulson and friends raped the American economy, Venezuela's economy is in shambles because its leaders are more worried about pleasing bondholders and importers than meeting the basic needs of its citizens. Venezuela presently is a record $25 billion in arrears to importers and has its citizens waiting hours in line to buy drinking water. Further, its citizens are finding it increasingly necessary to cross borders in search of medicine. Meanwhile, President Nicolas Maduro is using the nation's dwindling supply of dollars to enrich bondholders. The real story in Venezuela is not the declining dollars, but the emerging water crisis. The situation is turning very threatening to the well-being of the population. If Maduro continues to serve the banksters and the preferred insiders, a water crisis could lead to a civil war. In fact, there are widespread water shortages across the planet that threaten to push the entire planet into a perpetual state of social unrest, and even war could break out over control of this most precious resource, water. Much has been written about the past wars that have been fought over oil, example Gulf War I, the wars that have been fought over oil and gas, Arab Spring, and the wars which will be fought over oil and gas. Okay. Not always, though. Okay? They're trying to make you believe that all wars are for oil. Okay? They don't mention that these wars going on, okay, Syria, Iran, and North Korea are three countries with no Rothschild central banks. So, these are not wars of oil. These are wars to occupy these countries, to put in the central banking system, which will lead us to the New World Order. So anyways, what is missing from most conversations is that the wars of the future will be fought over water, leaving oil as a secondary consideration. The next 10 years, according to the United Nations research and scientific studies, nearly 2/3 of the entire population inhabiting the planet will face severe, life-threatening water shortages by the year 2025. The reason most often cited for water shortages are waste and poor planning, which will result in uneven distribution. Pause, pause, pause. Okay. Water shortages, droughts, floods, all of that is through geoengineering. Okay. Through their geoengineering programs, they can create life-threatening water shortages. And through their geoengineering programs, they can create floods and grand storms. So, no. Not a waste or poor planning. Okay? It's deception. Presently, this problem is primarily a third world problem. However, the UN report, and, I'll leave my opinions about the UN to myself, okay? The UN report and other ancillary reports mention that England faces serious water shortages, and the United States is not far behind England. In the United States, the planning and contrived water shortages, are underway. Okay. Planning of water shortages, geoengineering. Alright? They're planning and contriving the water shortages. So, there you have it right there. Okay, anyway, T. Boone Pickens, I don't know who he is buying up the Agala Gala water aquifer, the largest in North America. Jesse Ventura, on his show Conspiracy Theory, documented on how Nestle is shipping Great Lake water to places like China at the expense of the American taxpayers. Another thing Nestle is doing is they're stealing water, okay, here in the United States. They're draining lakes, they're draining rivers, they're draining aquifers and levees, bringing all that water to their plants to resell it back to the public at outrageous prices. Okay, there's another little thing about Nestle, another evil corporation. I was gonna say corporation. I've also documented how places like Northern and Central California and Southern Oregon, the EPA is systematically removing local farmer and rancher access to water. And if we don't have water, we cannot grow crops. 101. Okay? Can't grow our fruits and vegetables. They're doing all this. They're gonna create such a massive water shortage where people are gonna lose their crops, and then we are all going to be forced to eat GMOs. Me personally, I'll starve to death first. Okay. Anywho, I bet those farmers are real happy. The Defense Intelligence Agency, the DIA, warns the world. Even the Defense Intelligence Agency has clearly echoed the dire warning of the United Nations report by stating that unstable water supplies will greatly impact all, and water will subsequently be used as a weapon. That's right. That's exactly right. The DIA report evoked a reaction from former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, just prior to leaving office, as she commented that the DIA's findings are sobering. Well, it'd be nice to find Hillary Clinton just as sobering. And that the world's population continues to expand. The demand for water will increase, but freshwater supplies will not keep pace. Overpopulation is the new globalist's paradigm. Please take note of the fact that the globalists never miss an opportunity to promote the false paradigm of overpopulation in order to justify their depopulation agenda. In several places, the globalists are proclaiming overpopulation to be the new threat to humanity. No, overpopulation is not the threat to humanity. The globalists are. The deep state, Nestle. Alright? Congress, whatever. The USDA, the EPA, all those alphabet soups that come with no flavor. Alright? They are the threat to humanity. Okay? This has become necessary because the globalists believe that an increasing number of people are waking up to the man-made climate change fraud. Finally. Alright? I love it when I see people are waking up. Ooh, another Hillary Clinton comment. Crack the old knuckles. Okay. Hillary Clinton has commented that as water shortages grow, this inevitably will lead to regional conflicts and violence between nation states and within nation states, and that overpopulation is at the root of the problem. Hillary Clinton, you are the root of all problems. Well, maybe not all, but a high percentage. Boy, I do hope that once Trey Gowdy becomes the next director of the FBI, because then this little not so nice person will end up going to jail. Okay, because Trey Gowdy said if he took that position or was offered the position of the FBI director, he's opening up this case and he's going to make sure she goes to jail. Anyways, I digress. Okay, one has to tip their hat. Well, hang on. Never mind, I don't have a hat. One has to tip their hat to the globalists for their dynamic and flexible approach to achieve total global domination. As the world tires of the phony excuses to fight the banker-inspired wars over oil, the globalists have shifted their strategy to appeal to human beings' basic instinct, the inherent need to possess food and water in order to survive. So, I'm going to go ahead and post this link below. Alright, I unfortunately do not have time to finish it. So, good reading here, my friends. And thank you for watching, and until then, peace, 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 peace. Have a good day. Alright. Love you all.